Despite of the rage, I am still just a rat in a cage. Some would say whose lives are lost, they can never be saved. Despite of my rage, I am still just a rat in a cage. Are we feeling a bit, have we felt past a bit like a rat in a cage? Well, Mr. Quicksilver here is here to help root that rat out. And it's interesting in that song, you know, despite of my rage, I am still just a rat in a cage. Because it's often when we hold on to grief, anger, rage, resentment, that the one we hurt is ourselves by creating a cage around our energy, around our heart, essentially making ourselves into a lower being, 111 on the timer. Not that rats are bad, that they can consider, you know, kind of a lower, they're not building bridges, or, you know, they're not pulling cards for people, sort of thing. And you're in a place of recognizing that in order to help the collective, that the healing of the inner child is most important, most essential at this time. In order to have an effect on the ambience I'm hearing of others, the collective, we must first find our own pearl within, heal that connection to self and source. And you may even be looking at the term radical acceptance as we see that perhaps we were very much part of the reason we were in this cage to begin with. Hello, high flyers and deep divers. That long introduction, I'm Anthony, Middle Path Mystic. And yeah, we're here for a reading for the collective. If you found this video, thank you for tuning in, and I invite you to stick around, because this is about connecting to the nature of you, rainbow, star seeds, the rainbow ray, vibrant collective, rainbow children. Maybe seeing rainbows, hearing from Radiohead, maybe a significant song or album to look into. And the number one, new beginnings here. Beautiful things under the rainbow, 333, connecting to body, mind, and spirit as you open up to the nature of you. And our final two cards underneath are peach and purple, or sorry, peach and purple. Peach because peach was under pearl. Why not just pull out all the P's? Purple, purple, pearl, and peach. Peach, pearl, purple. Fun. Inhale a breath of life. Let's take a deep breath in. And 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. Hold at the top. And let it out. Long breath out. Long breath out. Now say, I am ready to accept myself. 4:44 on the timer. Acknowledging new foundations. The doorway is open It's for you to connect to the divine, to find mental clarity. Perhaps we've been reaching for a sense of mental clarity, understanding that with mental clarity, 505 on the timer, we can see the changes it requires to bring out this pearl of us. Also reminded of that saying, don't feed your pearls to swine. And we're not calling anyone swine, or, it just means, like, for those who aren't ready to hear it, be mindful of your energy and who we're trying to convince, even, of any sense of clarity or of our own natural nature of spirit. Connecting to spirit and nature is really important at this time. Getting outside, breathing in some fresh air, connecting through some natural oils, peach oils. Embracing the changes, 5:55 on the timer. As you connect to your deepest inner knowing and magenta. Oh, we got causal chakra activation here. As the number 5, right after 5:55 we had there, pulling the magenta card. Like dahlias, deeply, this deeply vivid hue, bringing out the vivid hues in you, discovering our different aspects of the rainbow here. Just for room's sake, we're gonna put Pearl back on top there. We took our breath away, so Peach can take a break, because Apricot has come through. So stone fruits may be popping up into our awareness, or being called, or finding ourselves craving some stone fruit, perhaps dried if you're in winter like I am, or headed into spring, you may be getting fresh. Rejoice and laugh, number 2. Coming back into laughter, rejoicing, bringing us back to connection with the I, number 20, with us. Yeah, 2 flowers here together. We got 3 flowers on the table. I can buy myself flowers and write my name in the sand. Talk to myself for hours. Mauve. And more flowers. Flower, flower, flowers. You're blooming. In bloom. In bloom, it, I believe, is a song on the In Rainbows. Related to that In Rainbows. Blooming the rainbow of ye. Got lilac, so spring may be significant here. 8:08 on the timer, one of the first flowers to bloom in spring here in the north. Time to enjoy clear hearing. So as you rejoice and laugh and empower that voice, you open up space to hear your own truth and to hear the truth of others. What brings you joy? What's coming from that deeper inner knowing about what brings you joy as well. Hear this message clearly. Calm your mind, body, and soul. Call on the frequency of emerald. Interesting, so in my personal reading this morning, I also had emerald come out in a different deck, the crystal angels. This is the language of color oracle. Calm your mind, body, and soul with that breath of life. Again, just take a deep breath in. Hold. And let it out. Long breath out. Allow yourself to feel connections of the mind, the body, root chakra, and the soul. Both heart and upper chakras. We've got purple, and then we've got indigo coming in here to indicate third eye. Third eye expressions, expressing our unique, prismatic personality. Improve your vision. Enjoy clear hearing. Now that we're opening up the throat, we're open We're more open to our own truths and the truths of others. We're ready for some foundational vision. You're getting ready to see a deeper inner knowing with magenta and indigo. See this connection to the cosmos, to see from a higher perspective. Starseed lineage, indigo, indigo, indigo. Maybe turning 40, 39 here, 30, 20, 43, and 25. Ruby, stay grounded. Take some time to rejuvenate your body. Perhaps we've been in this cycle of rejuvenating the body, doing the self-care, tending to our stability, safety. This also speaks to, accepting ourselves where we are, getting back into the body, rejuvenating any disassociation or discomfort that's come from, disconnection of that understanding. So be persistent, Silver. You're so close to finding the silver lining of everything that's been presented to you and through you over the past 3 months to 7 years. For some of you, have been going through some cycles of connecting to deeper inner knowing and perhaps dealing with, some childhood traumas or healing that popped up around those. And if we allowed ourselves to connect and calm our mind, we may have found the clarity of knowing, calling on the angel spirits and guides once again, centering ourselves in spirit. As we go to the Magic of Unicorns deck, 1212 on the timer. Yeah, Silver and Ruby coming together with that root chakra. Embodying the whole of you. Yeah, embodying through self-acceptance. And also... Power off. Power off, yeah. Yeah, powering down long enough to find a place of grace. What do we need to know, see, and hear in the unicorns? Just do 2 more underneath. Keep going. Final card underneath. I don't want a bunch more spirit. We got plenty of color cards out here. There we go. Pool of Christlight. Yeah, this has really been coming out with this fire horse energy. This is the cosmic acceleration at this time. The Christed energy, Christ consciousness coming in, available as we step into the age of Aquarius. It's time to open your heart and spread unconditional love. Yeah, as you love others the way you want to be loved, as you love your inner child the way you wish it would have been loved. Spreading, perhaps, buying some flowers for someone. Using our intuitive sense to know how to allow that unconditional love to be spread through us. Pool of Christ light. Yes, deep awareness, inner knowing that Christ itself. We've got the magical crystal cave. Yeah, that we've got again indigo and purple indication here of the spiritual chakras. You need to see and receive wisdom, knowing. It's time to switch on your inner light and bring forward your gifts. Number 21, making 3. Yeah, you hold the keys and codes in your crystalline structure, in this pool of Christ light, this awakening that's happening on planet Earth, and we allow ourselves to calm the mind, body, and soul to receive the light, to receive the activations. You know, these readings are not here to tell you what to do. I'm here for confirmations and activation, and to establish a caring community, to let you know that you do have a caring community here. You're welcome to share your thoughts, your journey around self-acceptance here. Perhaps we've been looking for acceptance, looking for a soul family, a caring community, and the unicorns are helping to bring this guiding light, guiding you to a circle of friends that can support you, enrich your life. It's time to participate and belong. You're on the pathway to this. As the ascension flames, so that we were talking about, these incoming light codes offered through the divine and the star beings, ascended masters and ancestors, merge with the light, ignite the keys and codes. I love that we've got that, and the gifts, the keys and the codes here in the magical crystal cave. So in meditation here, me working on getting some more meditations back out there. You know, I've just been kind of rejuvenating my body after like some tough cycles. I'm right here in it with you guys. You know, this ascension flames are fire horse. You know, the flames of the fire horse here cooking up a desire to follow and discover a deep inner purpose, knowing. And you're learning that you can more go with the flow now. Stop trying to manage the healing journey, to manage our vision, but to allow it to relax and trust, to accept what is happening, to accept the state of the world, accept that things are happening for us. Connecting with the dolphins as well in this flow state. We've also got the rainbow coming through in the background as well. Connecting to spirit and nature. Perhaps we want to get out to the ocean, meet with the dolphins. Listening to the dolphins here as well, like this unicorn is. Relaxing the mind so that we can hear the messages of spirit. Lily of the Valley, importance. Let's see, runoff. Again, more of that cosmic energies. Wheel of Fortune, going with the flow, the cycles, the seasons. We're reminded to look for the science, perhaps rainbows, signs in the clouds. Some of these flowers, you know, we got the apricot flower, we've got lilac and the dahlia, as well as looks like the moonflower here with purple. Number 11 and 33, you might be seeing 1133, 333, 2727. We got 227 cards out. Fun. The cosmic rainbow. Connect to spirit and nature, and look for the pot of gold. This is an opportunity. You're in a place, a space to accept joy, to move into a space of joy, to look for the pot of gold, silver lining. Be persistent, to look for the glimmers. As you accept what is happening, is leading us to an open door of abundance. Yes, we've got this emerald here on the eye. indicating that connection to the mind, body, and soul, clarifying the sight, the inner sight. Believe you deserve. It's time to accept plenty and prosperity. I want to hear some of you put that confirmation in the comments. I accept plenty and prosperity. I believe that I deserve abundance. I deserve to accept plenty and prosperity. Perhaps these are some affirmations we've already been working with. We've got the bluebird as well as the sunflower coming through as well. Lots of flowers, lots of spring and summertime. Yeah, the seasons change, reminding us that, you know, to accept what's happening where you are at the moment. You know, do what you can to work with the energies. Stay grounded. Remember to meditate, calm your mind, body, and soul. Clarify your mind. Connect to the divine. Allow that pearl to shine. So we're tapping into the Mystic Mondays Tarot. Wrap up a little reading here. Little, big, giant, microscopic. It's all connected. Yeah, this window of awakening, of judgment. Awakening to where perhaps we've been judging parts of ourselves that we're now ready to accept, parts of the human condition, hearing as well. This is that doorway, this gate. Perhaps we've been, you know, kind of in that holding gate. I'm seeing, you know, getting held up where the plane is on the runway, unloading people or getting cleaning the runway. But you've been waiting at this gate, perhaps even feeling a little bit stuck between two worlds, two of pentacles. These are our underlying energies. But 222 on the timer, and number 2 being really significant there as that choice point to choose the infinite you, infinite view, to choose the, you know, Caroline Myss talks about the penthouse view, that we're all in the kind of a building, and, you know, root chakra living, one-dimensional living is like the basement, and spiritual living is, you know, like the penthouse. Yes, Knight of Swords, and finally the Ace of Wands. Getting clear, sharpening the mind, clarifying the mind to see the power. When we clear the mind, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, we can turn around to see the potential Archangel Michael even as well, the Knight of Swords. Getting clear about the type of community you want to create. Getting clear about where our gifts fit in. You know, we're not for everyone, and, you know, we may have been through this journey of wanting to be understood, only to find that we were the ones that needed to understand ourselves. You're the only one who needs to accept and understand you. And, you know, if you're hearing this reading, you're coming to the realization that it's time to accept that, you know, we're not always here to befriend everyone 24/24, but to devote ourselves to spiritual world here, a world of connection and multidimensionality, hearing this atomic structure, crystalline structure of the world, interconnectedness of all things. Let's see what the book says about this particular world card. before we move on. Completion, achievement, and unity. Yes, moving towards unity of self. Finito. A long-term goal has been reached, and you can now sit back and relax. Literally, right below, physically and literally, relax and trust. Go with the flow of the world. Go with the flow of your world. Stop letting others gaslight you into thinking you need to be somewhere else. Take pleasure and look back at all the progress that you've made from when you first started. You feel proud? Well, you should. It's amazing how much we can achieve when we put our minds to it. Knight of Swords. Utilize any place of, looking back, juggling realities, maybe with some nostalgia here. Two of Pentacles. Weighing the options. Like, was the grass greener in the past, or was I just thinking it was, or the grass greenest right here in the now? You're realizing that you're part of something much larger than you are, than yourself, and you're able to see the big picture much more clearly. With endings coming, come new beginnings. The world also literally means that you'll be traveling or experience a new world, whether you decide to adventure. A new world wherever you decide to adventure. The world is your oyster. So, what type of pearl do you wish to farm? Pearl farms could be popping up. That's fun. The world is your oyster. How will you shuck it? Can you shuck? Yeah, this is the old irritants, the negativity, the sand that got in the ears, irritated the mind, thoughts, trials, tribulations. Nine of Swords. Could have had us playing small, and the Knight of Pentacles coming in to look at this Nine of Swords here. Yeah, Archangel Uriel. A message of embodiment, to embody our feelings, to embody acceptance. Knight of Swords accepts where they are and takes slow and consistent movement towards seeing the different spheres here, like different spheres, different circles of friends, communities. So what negativity? Look for the signs about what may be kind of up against any sense of acceptance, accepting ourselves, especially as it deals with heartache, disappointment. Three of Swords. Let's see. And this deck, it's really feeling like a sense of confusion that came from a hurt place. Perhaps we felt like overwhelmed by thoughts and negativity, and thinking that maybe we're just a negative person. But you're getting to see more clearly as you allow yourself to laugh, to be more lighthearted about your past. You can lighten up that heavy heart energy. So we maybe have dealt with some heart blocks. The Six of Wands comes in to remind you that you are on your way to celebration, getting up out of the brambles rising from the shores of sorrow. I like that. Six of Wands is that, fire horse energy, forward momentum, celebration, and accomplishment. Being recognized here, collective, for doing our damned best to turn the wheel of fortune in our favor. And hearing as well, this spirit, the universe, has seen and heard your efforts, and the unicorns, the angel spirits and guides are helping to turn the wheel in your favor. So, while we've had a lot of wonderful experiences and made a lot of connections, Eight of Cups, the Eight of Cups sometimes indicates that there's still more desire in our heart, and we're got a little bit more digging to get to that sense of happiness, which would be the Nine of Cups, Four of Pentacles, to get to that place of stability, but also reminds us that we don't fit in a box, that while we're all individuals, perhaps we've been keeping your pearls in a box for the right people. So not beating ourselves up as well, or judging ourselves, as we got the Four of Pentacles under judgment, about being conservative about what it is we want that Nine of Cups to look like, to be. So you got to sit on that edge of the two worlds, Two of Pentacles, to really see long enough to be stubborn enough to see what it truly, clearly is that you want to be. We got beautiful little deer, silver deer, and the silver linings. Divine feminine energy. We've got the silver birdhouse coming home to you, coming into a sense of home in the body, to rejuvenate your body into a caring community. Perhaps we'll be even moving home here with the World card. Maybe we're moving to India, to an ashram, or a place of yoga study. Open to abundance is that matriarch energy as well. Yeah, slow and steady, wise leader. It's time to believe you deserve and accept prosperity. Rising into a place of a wise leader, because you've chosen to see more clearly who it is you came here to be. Hope this found you on a lovely altitude. Your essence brings presence, and your presence brings essence. Namaste.